On the dividend news, we do have Intuit, which hiked its dividend by almost 15%, I believe. So pretty awesome there. We also have Lamb, which also raised its dividend by 15%. They've actually been raising their dividend 10 consecutive years now. And we also have Alpine Income Property Trust, which hiked its dividend by 1.8%. And just one thing that I figured you guys might find interesting, Dollar General actually has a 1.9% dividend yield with 8 consecutive years of dividend increases, but they've actually been not raising their dividend, I believe, in the past 2 years now, and they stopped the buyback. So this could be trouble ahead. And the last news that I figured you guys might find interesting was the Berkshire Hathaway finally hit 1 trillion market cap value. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 254 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what I bought, what I sold, what dividends came in, what options I placed, which ones I managed. I did place some options, guys. It allowed me to buy some more SCHD, so I'll be showing that. I'll be happy to show you that. We grew the dividend, snowball, and as well, I will be going over 3 companies that are expected to announce dividend hikes for the month of September. So we'll look at those. Definitely stick around. And you guys already know that every Sunday we come back, we see how much we're growing our monthly projected passive income. This is dividends that my portfolio is generating on a passive way. I don't have to do anything for this. I've actually been converting all my active income into passive income. That means that I am very close to $700 a month in completely passive income. I don't have to do anything for this. Obviously, besides maybe $400 is mostly from the SNSXX, which is earning us about a 5% dividend yield, or I guess monthly income that it's a US Treasury. So if the Fed does cut rates, that will affect it, but that is okay because we will eventually push that towards equities, which we should see some nice appreciation, nice dividends, mostly low dividend yield, but the double-digit 5-year CAGR in the long term will compound very, very nicely. But anyways, you'll see that on the annual dividends, I do have $3,018.62 for the 2024 so far. We're actually in the beginning of September, so I'll be making a video for how much I made in June, how much I made in July, and then in August, guys. I have been super backed up with stuff, and I actually have some more free time now, so I'll be pulling those videos out for you guys. Definitely look forward to those. And if we do look at the quarterly dividends, you'll see that we have about $756.66 for Q2. We are actually starting Q3 now, so we'll see where that ends up. I hopefully see this grow and grow over the time. As you guys can see, I started back in 2019 Q1, made $100 in the first 3 months, and then it's just been slowly going up. Sometimes it fluctuates because I rearrange my portfolio, reorganize it, I reallocate everything, and it does affect it slightly, but that's okay. The trend in the long term is going heading upwards, and that's what we like to see. If we do look at the options premium, you'll see I guess it's not even going to show it to me, but we have August. Oh, there it goes. August, we made $784.41, guys, and options. This is just crumbs we collect every single week. This actually adds up for the month, guys. As you guys can see, $700. I actually put that towards SCHD, bought quite a couple shares, and I'm gonna continue doing that because that's just a cherry on top. If we do look at the return on that with options on the money I have invested, we've gotten a 4.32% return so far. Of course, I have to account for taxes there because this is treated more as a regular income tax, so that's okay because that's money I did not have. If we do look though at the options in general, you'll see that so far we've made $5,350.05 in the past couple months. We still have September, October, November, December, so 4 more months. We'll see where we end up with that. I'm very excited about that. And then if we do look at the I guess the goals that we have, we come back every Sunday, look at them anyways, just because that keeps us focused, guys, keeps us disciplined. That way we know where we're aiming. And the first one is more towards my channel, and that's to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, returning viewer that has not subscribed, consider subscribing with that notification. Definitely would appreciate. as well. If you guys wouldn't mind right now, go ahead and drop a big thumbs up on the video. It helps out the channel a lot, and I definitely appreciate it. It costs you nothing, and you know, you're supporting a small YouTuber. Goal number 2, guys, is to actually make about $425 on average per month. You know, we've already surpassed that, but I don't consider this done because about 87,000 I think is what I have. It's all invested in the SNSXX, which is that US Treasury, so all that money will get reallocated to equities eventually, and so my dividend yield will drop, meaning that my average for this might potentially be lower than $425. So I'm just trying to stay positive and make sure that I do achieve that by the end of the year. And then goal number 3, guys, is to reach $126,000 invested of my own money. So far we're at $123,901, guys. We're very close to 124K. That means that we have about maybe $2,000 more to go invested. We do have a couple more months to try to achieve that. I think we will. This is definitely within our control, and you know, I'm gonna make sure we do. Goal number 4, guys, is to dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio. No matter what the market's doing, if it's up, down, you know, we will continue to put $100. Obviously, if it's down, we will probably want to deploy more money and try to buy those equities while other people are scared. And then right here, if we do look at goal number 5, that is to drip an additional $25. This is if my portfolio, or if a company is going to go ex-dividend date, I'll buy $25 worth of it before the ex-dividend date, and that way I can meet the ex-dividend date, collect those little crumbs, and hopefully they drip back into the same stock. And as well, this forces me to contribute a little bit more towards the portfolio. Some people do $10, $100. There's actually one subscriber that I have that does 1 full share. Imagine that, guys. Imagine a full share of Costco. That would be insane. But anyways, you know, I'm not in that position right now because a lot of my money is going to a local business I have that I'm helping my mom. So, you know, eventually I will get out of that and I will be able to do that, because last year I was doing $100, and you know, just gotta take priorities there. Goal number 6 is to make $100 per month on average selling options, guys. I think we've already surpassed this. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it here. Honestly, we could probably go ahead and achieve it. I'll probably do that next week, but we'll look at how much we're making, I guess, per month on average there. And then goal number 7 is to reach 1,000 shares of SCHD, guys. We're slowly chipping away at it. We're getting there, and I'll show you the positions in a little bit where we're at with SCHD. If I do show you guys here the dividend payout, we have 4 companies. They will be paying out. Looks like Visa is going to be paying us on September 3rd. Then we got Microsoft, then we got Google, and then we got Lockheed Martin. We'll kick off the script later in the video, see if any new companies in my portfolio have announced dividends. So that'll be definitely exciting. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and look over here. As you'll see, the portfolio is at $270,603.66, guys. Huge new goal there for us, or I guess new milestone. So you'll see that we are up on the 2-year change, $92,000, about 51%. Cannot complain with that. And then if I do show you just the, I guess let's go ahead and go backwards. 1 year, we're up 28%, which is about 59,000. And then on the year to date, we're up about 20%, which is about 45,000. And then if we do look at the 6 month, we're up about 14, almost 15%, which is about 35,000. And then on the 3 months, guys, that's about a 9%, about $22,000. And then on the 1 month, we're up 3%, about $8,000. 3% is $8,000 on my portfolio, guys. Back in when I first started investing, this was not a lot, 3%. So as your portfolio grows, the amount on a percentage is very insane to see that movement. And I cannot wait till we get to $1 million, because that'll be very motivating. And we're slowly getting there, guys, slowly but surely. If I do show you guys here the positions, you'll see that the total gains right now is at $35,121.58, about a 14.93% on total return. You'll see cash balance, we do have about $311.82. We do have over 100 shares of Alphabet, which is Google, and that is because we're selling cash secure puts. I am fine with that. I've been actually selling some covered calls and earning a little bit of crumbs, and you know, eventually they'll add up. We do have a couple other positions here that we don't have 100 shares, but you know, we'll slowly continue accumulating, and eventually we'll get to 100 shares, and then maybe I'll make the mistake of sell a covered call and they get sold out. But you'll see here, guys, that SCHD, 858 shares of SCHD. We almost, I guess the value of it is $72,540. We're up about, I would say, we're up about 14%, which is $9,000, and pretty great to see that. Wish it would have stayed lower, could have you know, collected these much lower in price, but I'm gonna be chipping away at these. I got to get this to 1,000 shares. That is that goal we set back this past year, and you know, we'll see where we end up. SNSXX, which is at US Treasury, earning is about a 5% return. Obviously this might change with the Fed maybe cutting rates. We do have about $87,000. This one's a little to no risk, guys. So you know, if the market does drop when the rates are cut due to a bad reason or for some reason, we will you know, use this money to buy shares when there is the red market, and I will be excited to pick up those shares at a cheaper price, and you know, that's what we're keeping this. I think of it as an emergency I guess fund basically. But anyways, guys, if I do show you guys here the performance, you'll see that we are up at $64,962.03. And then if we do look, that is about a 32.11%. And then, guys, if I show you the investment income here, as projections, I guess we're projected to make about $6,991.95. That's averaging about $582.66. And you know, we're gonna slowly continue to see this increase. If we do look at the transactions on the history, I do have it to start from the last 7 days. If we do go to the bottom, all the cash secure puts, guys, I was placing, they just expired worthless. I got to keep the premium from the previous week, so that's a great thing to do. Same thing here on the 26th. I ended up entering a where I did a sell to open. I entered a Microsoft cash secure put at $405 strike price with that expired on the 30th of August. They paid me I guess after fees $132.34. And then as well, I went ahead and did another Microsoft cash secure put, but I did it a little bit lower strike price. So I did $402.50 that weekly as well. That expired on the 30th. They paid me $95.34 after fees. So a little bit over $200 there that we collected. And then I also did a sell to open. I did a covered call against Google on my 100 shares that expired on the 30th, which was a weekly, with a strike price of $177.50. They paid me about $5.34 to take this risk. Guys, we collected over 200 something dollars and you know, options there, which I actually used, and I used that to buy SCHD. I bought 3 shares, spent a little bit over $250.89 there, but that's okay because now that these options are allowing me to buy more SCHD. I also bought that Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin was going ex-dividend, so that goal I have, I bought $25 worth of it. And then, guys, I deposited the $125. Remember, $100 to dollar cost average, and then $25 because Lockheed Martin was going into ex-dividend. So you'll also see on the 29th, we got an interest for our, you know, uninvested cash, which was $6.06. And then I guess margin, no, sorry, they charged me margin. Actually, I did not realize this. They charged me margin, I guess, from the 28th or the 30th of July, maybe when I got assigned the Google positions, maybe potentially. I'll have to check on this, but I paid $6.06, and then I collected interest from my uninvested cash of $1.14. That kind of sucks on the interest. I thought I wasn't gonna get charged on that, but oh well. We made way more money than we paid in interest. Actually, with selling the options, so I'm okay with that. If we do look here, guys, we can click this calculate dividends. This will show us how much we collected in dividends. So let's go ahead and click on it. And guys, we made $0 this week in passive income. We did do options, so we did technically collect money, but it wasn't technically passive because we had to log into the portfolio. But let's go ahead and guys, let me show you the 3 companies that are expected to announce dividends or dividend raises in the month of September. Let's go ahead and start with the first one, which is actually going from the least to the highest dividend raises. So the first one was ticker symbol VZ for Verizon Communications Inc., trading currently about $41.78. I am on Seeking Alpha on the dividend scorecard. They are in the communications services sector, and on the dividend yield, they do have a 6.137% annual payout. They do pay out $2.66. Payout ratio is 57.83%. Dividend growth is, I guess, the 5-year CAGR here is about a 1.99%, almost a 2%. So they typically have raised their dividend in the past 5 years for a little bit over or a little bit less than 2%. To say dividend growth over 19 years, but very, very small dividend growth. Quarterly dividend is what they pay out. They pay you out 67 cents every single quarter. If we do look at the history, guys, and then I can show you guys. So if we do look here on 2023, you'll see that typically on the third quarter, I guess the fourth quarter is when they raised their dividend. So you'll see they were paying 65 cents on the third quarter, fourth quarter 66 cents. They did the same thing for 2022. Third quarter they were paying 64 cents, and then the fourth quarter 65 cents. So we're actually on the third quarter. Let's go ahead and see what they announced the fourth quarter on, and you'll see that typically the fourth quarter they announced it September 7th, 2023 is when they announced that one, and then 2022 was September 6th. So potentially next week, I believe, is when they might announce it. I guess maybe Verizon has earnings. Well, we don't know, but let's go ahead and move on to the second one, guys, which is ticker symbol PM, Philip Morris International Inc., currently trading about $123.29. They are actually in the consumer staple sector. Dividend yield here, guys, is a 4.22%, and then annual payout is $5.20. Payout ratio is 84.97%. 5-year CAGR, guys, also very low, 2.66%. And dividend growth is over 15 years. They do pay out quarterly. They pay you out $1.30 every single quarter. So every 3 months, you get $1.30 for each share. If I do show you guys here, though, the history, you'll see that we're actually in the second quarter. And then if we do look, the third quarter, so for 2023, second quarter they were paying $1.27. Third quarter they raised it to $1.30. If we look at 2022, second quarter $1.25, and then third quarter $1.27. So typically on the third quarter is when they raise their dividend. If I show you over here, 2023 third quarter was announced on September 13th, 2023. For 2022, they were doing September 14th, 2022. So potentially the second week of September is when they might announce a dividend hike from Philip Morris International. So let's go ahead and go to the last one, guys, which is ticker symbol VICI, Vici Properties Inc., currently trading about $33.48. They are in the real estate sector, so the REIT. This is a dividend yield of 4.96%. Annual payout is $1.66. Payout ratio is 64.62%. Dividend growth on the 5-year CAGR is 7.62%. Very, very good for a REIT, actually. Dividend growth is 5 years. 5-year CAGR is 7.62%, and they do pay out quarterly, which they pay you out 42 cents every quarter. And then if I show you guys here, actually we're on the second quarter, and then if we look at 2023, for example, the second quarter they're paying 39 cents, and on the third quarter they raised it to 41 cents. If we look at 2022, second quarter 36 cents, third quarter 39 cents. So the third quarter is when they raise it, or if they plan to. And then if we look 2023 here, guys, September 7th, 2023. 2022 is September 8th, 2022. So potentially this week or the following week is when we should see a raise from Vici if they do plan to hike their dividend. But let's go ahead and guys jump over to the Google Sheets so we can wrap up this video. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're here at the dashboard. I have a copy of this over here so we can kind of see how much we grew the dividend snowball, because we did make some purchases this past week because of our goals, remember guys. And then if we do look at the options real quick, August we made a really awesome return, $784, and just cherry on top with a 4.32% return so far. On the options though, we did make $233.02. The previous week $286, and then the other week $217, and then $48, and then the first week was $0. But in total it added up to $784, which I clicked on the wrong thing. And total $5,350 with 5 cents. Cannot complain with that. Dividend payout guys, 4 companies we have that are expected to pay dividends for us. And if we do go over here to portfolio tools, get latest dividends, when you click on this will get wiped. It'll parse out, or I guess it'll go to my portfolio positions I have and see if any companies announce dividends. So let's go ahead and click on it. Give it a second or two. I do have these scripts available for free guys. All I ask in return again is that you're subscribed with that notification and you drop a big thumbs up on my videos. Looks like we got a couple guys. So we have Visa, Microsoft, Google. Google, I don't remember if Google was on there, but I think it was Waste Management and Nvidia that just actually finally popped up. Waste Management will be going ex-dividend on the 13th of September, Nvidia on the 12th of September. So we're going to have to deposit some more money in the next week or so, and this is what they will be paying out when they pay out. And pretty great to see that guys. If I do show you here on the settings, we'll go ahead and get rid of this. This is actually my old portfolio, I guess, values from last week. But let's go ahead and jump over to personal, or I guess Empower, so we can grab the latest version of my portfolio that contains all the purchases from this past week. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're at Empower on my Schwab account. You'll see this green button is called Copy Holding. Click on it. This copies the content of my portfolio into the clipboard, which we can jump back over, right click, paste special values only, and now I have the latest version of my portfolio from this past week. When we go to actually holdings, this is an old snapshot, right? So it's showing that SCHD I had 855 shares, but as you guys saw in my portfolio I had 858 shares. And when we go here to portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped. It'll parse out the new stuff that we just pasted and we'll see that reflected. So let's go ahead and click on it. Give it a second or two. There it goes guys. We can jump back over here to the dashboard. You'll see everything is being calculated. Looks like it's done. On the dividend yield, we're projected to have a 3.03% compared to a 3.05 from last week, and that is because the portfolio did go up in value. So typically when the portfolio goes up in value, the dividend yield typically decreases, because when you try to buy more shares, but when the portfolio goes down, the projected dividend yield goes up. But anyways, on the projected yield on cost, that is a 3.49% compared to a 3.48%. So we did go up, which is great to see. Yearly, we are projected to make $8,195.96 compared to $8,185.56. So we went up about $10, and you'll see on the monthly $683, and then last week $682.13. We went up close to $1, and you'll see here on the weekly $157.61, went up about 20 cents. On the day, $22.45 compared to $22.43, about 2 pennies is what we went up by. Hourly, we went up by 1 penny. So now every single hour that goes by, we're making 94 cents guys, close to $1. So that's pretty awesome. 40-hour work week. So this is an hourly work wage. This is our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week. They would get paid an hourly rate of $3.94. They stayed the same from last week. So eventually we're going to try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that goes, guys. I can't wait to hit that huge milestone, but this is actually all I have for you guys. Let me know in the comment section if you guys own any of those 3 companies in your portfolio that are expected to announce dividend raises in the month of September. I do not own any, but it's always exciting seeing which companies are expected to do that. But don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark. Definitely would appreciate it as well. If you guys wouldn't mind, drop a big thumbs up on the video. And if you stuck all the way to their end, let me know by dropping a hashtag raises, because there's some companies that are going to be raising dividends for doing absolutely nothing, guys, as a shareholder. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Stay safe out there. Bye, guys.